Greetings, beautiful black people, high performers. I got a little bit of a different look today. I spent the day with my baby granddaughter at the park, my daughter and my baby granddaughter, and am continuing on my performance health break journey as I had just been putting in the posts over the last couple of weeks because I know I've been MIA on my lives. Part of that is because I've changed physical space. And part of that is also because I want to make sure that I'm always bringing value and to you in the performance space. I need to be an example of what I talk about. I need to practice what I preach. I need to walk my talk. And part of that is recognizing what performance needs to look like when you are challenged. You're challenged, and we talk about that, and I've talked about that in varying ways that we are challenged to show up and still bring the best of who we are and set those standards in the ways that I talk about as a certified high performance coach in terms of seeking clarity, generating energy, demonstrating courage, increasing productivity, and developing influence. And in all those ways, I work to do that on a daily basis. There are times in all, as we all know, when we want to show up in those ways, and we know we need to show up in those ways for ourselves and the people that depend on us. But things happen. And so I have had somewhat of an emotional, spiritual, physical adjustments to make of late, and I talked about grace on this channel as well, being clear about understanding that if I want it, I have to give it, and I certainly have to give it to myself. And so I want to make sure that I'm always showing up in the authenticity that I started this channel in doing. And when I have challenges around doing that, then I am going to be transparent about that, because that's part of performance. In the way that we show up, we have to also look at all the challenges that we have and speak specifically to those challenges or about those challenges to people that are depending on us. I know there are a lot of options that you have, and how you spend your time, what you put your attention to. So I do not take for granted the gracious extension of time that you've given me in over the last, wow, since it's about to be 10 months, yeah, that I've been doing the recorded videos anyway. And so my intent is to continue to do these recorded videos. I may adjust how often that I'm doing them. I don't know if they'll be weekly anymore, just because of some changes in time and time commitments and commands of family that are on my life right now. The lives, I will likely change the way or who the audiences will be for that. What I am wanting to find out from you is my effort is to bring as much value to you as I mentioned before. There is a lot of teaching that I have yet to do with you and for you, and I want to make sure that I'm bringing that to the people who really want it. There are folks who are going to come by the channel by happenstance, and hopefully they'll get value from the recorded videos that I'm doing on Saturdays. But for those who want to get a little bit deeper, especially in the area of empowerment, because I did start that series about determining how you know that you're empowered. And so I want to explore that a bit more, but I want to explore it with people who are ready to take that step. I think a lot of us understand what empowerment is in theory, but what does it look like in practice? And as Black people, we need to be very intentional and deliberate about the things that we need to do to make sure that we are going to be respected in the spaces that we are in, and that we stay disciplined and practice self discipline. Very important. Discipline, consistency, all things that I've talked about on this channel. And so I know there are casual observers here in this space, but I also know that there are people who take what I am sharing very seriously. And those who may want to move to the next level may not be able to do so in the certified high performance coaching space, but they may be able to do that with a maybe, I don't know if the term is entry level type of coaching experience, because I know a lot of people have never even had coaching before. So I'm thinking about how to present that and introduce people who haven't had coaching, who want to have that experience of coaching, and dip their toe in the pool, coaching pool, so to speak. So I am thinking about creating a community, at least in terms of starting out with a cohort that is interested in going through that process, exploring what coaching is, exploring what it can look like, specifically around the topic of empowerment. I have right now a framework in my mind about how to do that. And I have some ideas about what to put together, but I don't want to create anything that nobody wants and is going to find any value in. It is going to be offered to those who seriously want it, and those who seriously want it. I know people who seriously want things are willing to make an investment, so there is an investment required. I haven't figured out what that is yet because I want to know if there is any interest. So, if you are interested in participating and having me show up in a live space, and that I haven't figured out if that's weekly or monthly yet, but if you want to have an opportunity to engage with me in a live space, we can talk about some of the concepts that we talked about on this channel, expanding in some ways some of the ideas that I've presented, and hearing or you being able to participate in real time, getting to ask questions in real time and not in just some open space that's going to be all over the internet, but in a very specific private space. And you want to explore the topics of empowerment. You want to explore what coaching can be like in a group setting. If that is something that you're interested in, please let me know. I have a same link that I have been posting and asking you to sign up and let me know if you wanted to get email notifications. If you can use that link is below this video, and let me know in there by just saying, yes, I'm interested. And then I will have you be on a waiting list. And at that point, then we can, once I get enough affirmatives, then I can decide how we're going to put this together and when and how to move forward. So, once again, I am continuing to be your performance coach here on YouTube. I will still be posting my videos about every week on Saturdays, but the live situation is going to change. So there won't be the lives on Wednesday anymore in the sense that I've been doing them. If you want to find out, as I mentioned, get on the waiting list to learn about what's next and what that could look like for you in terms of participating in a more a close knit private community in a group setting and get coaching that way. Please let me know. Click the link in the description, and so I can get your email and have you on the list, and then I can communicate with you from there. All right. So once again, thanks so much for your attention, your time and attention, your dedication. Some of you who have been with me from the very beginning. I'm still a tiny channel, as you could tell from the number of subscribers, but hopefully this is a space that you feel is valuable enough for you to share with people in your community, people in your network. So please continue to do that. I also encourage you in this time, we're challenged. So be good to yourself, take care, give yourself grace. There's nothing that you need to be that pressed to do that is going to mean that you need to sacrifice your peace of mind and sacrifice your standards and your best self. So please never be in a position that you're doing that. So again, take care. Have a great rest of your week, and be safe and well. And I hope to see you in the private community once we get that going. Thanks again. Take care. Bye bye.